Good evening. I'm Raymond Bourgeois, and I'm giving you a speech on reforming social programs. This is a very close subject to me because big government has been in control of social programs which should actually be down at the state level. And this is what we're here to understand and give you the reasons why. Social programs should, first of all, have drug testing. Drug testing, the recipients would give you a better understanding of what your recipients are actually doing. Many states have actually tried to do this. At least 18 states, as of 2015, had actually proposed this. If you look on the screen, you can actually see the states that have done it. This actually started off back in 2003, where 12 states had started specific proposals, but they had met with resistance because sometimes people were like, oh, this is a violation of my constitutional right. It's an invasion of my privacy. Why do I have to go through this randomized test just because I'm on a social program? I'm on welfare. Actually, you are not being singled out just because you're on this program. If you look at people that work at places like Stripes, places like Goodyear, people that work in the military, they all go through drug testing. Why? Because they have a job. Why? Because they're getting paid. Social program, welfare, you're getting paid. That's why you should be tested.
I don't know where I'm clicking. It's not going.
Now, legislations at the state level can actually make this process quicker if our big government would leave them alone. They can also add questionnaires to minimize the amount of people that they actually want to randomize testing to. Now they also have an educational portion of social programs. These are important. So it's not just welfare, it's not just handing out food stamps. The states have education and training first program. They also have a job search and then first program, and then they also have a mixed strategy program. This varies per states, and states can have their own options. But they're not just out there leaving them on a program to be supported by states. They're trying to actually give people an education or give them a job option to make them self-supported. When it all comes down to it, states have to have control. Why? Because they can monitor themselves, they can increase their own jobs by having control, which is good for their own economy. States can also choose whether or not they want to have a child limit that they have access to or not. Plus, when you talk about everything else, when you have your drugs, drugs are not just limited to people that are on welfare. Drugs are for everybody. It's not higher for poor people. It's not higher for middle class. It affects everyone. But we have to limit exposure for people that are in all positions. So we have to educate. Plus, we gotta have a community inside their community, so we create daycares, have them take care of their own. This is how we fix these programs. And in conclusion, the biggest issue with this is that it be state controlled and not by our government.